Hello everyone. In the last class, we was in this topic that is one body is dropped from top of the tower, another body is thrown from the foot of the tower. Yes, no. This topic we was learning one body, one body dropped from top of the tower, another body, another body thrown from foot of the tower. Okay. So in this some cases we have seen, right? Now we are going to find distances covered when the velocity is same. Okay, so let's see how it is. Now this is our tower as usual, and one body which we have thrown from the top of the tower is denoted with pink color. Another body which is thrown from the foot of the tower is denoted with yellow color. You can see in the diagram. You can see here. Now the body which is dropped from the top of the tower, its initial velocity is 0 as it is dropped, whereas the body which is thrown upwards, its initial velocity is u. Okay, and the height of this tower is h. What is the height? H. Okay. Now what we are going to find, see, distances traveled when their velocities are same. Their velocities are same. Means what we are going to find? We are going to find S1, that is distance traveled by first body, and S2, that is distance traveled by second body. Okay, I am writing here, this is first body, you can see, and this is second body. Okay, now see. In the last class we have seen their velocities will be same after time t is equal to how much, Ray? Tell me how much we got, u by 2g. This we have seen, the derivation also we have seen in the last class. So their velocities will be same after time t is equal to u by 2g. Okay. And now what we have to find? Distances traveled we have to find when their velocities are same. Now you see distance traveled by first body. Distance traveled by first body. I am using pink color for the first body. You can see. Now see here, S1 is equal to, what is our formula in case of this first body? Or you go with general kinematical equation. What is that? Ut plus half AP square. For the body which is dropped, U is equal to 0 and A is equal to plus G. And also we know time T is equal to what, Ray? Yes, tell me, time T is equal to what? U by 2G, because their velocities are going to be same, no? After this time. That's why U by 2G. Now let's substitute S1. Therefore, S1 is equal to U is 0, hai na? So 0 plus half into G. At the place of this T square, I am substituting this U by 2G whole square. Means T plus flow, we have substituted U by 2G. Now what we are getting S1 value, tell me, half G, and this is U square by 4G square. Yes, no? Now 1G cancel with this square. So what is left now? U square by 2 into 4, 8G. So now I got distance traveled by first body is what? U square by 8G. Okay. Now let's find out for the second body. Second body means the body which we have thrown in upward direction from the foot of the tower. So distance traveled by second body. Distance traveled by second body. So let's find out now. Now again, you see S2 is equal to UT plus half AT square. Now here U is equal to 0. No, it is not 0. U is equal to U. A is equal to minus G. Why minus G? Because it is going upward. Next, T is how much? T is equal to U by 2G, after which their velocities are same. Okay. So let's substitute now. S2 is equal to, this is U, at the place of T, this U by 2G. So U by 2G. Then plus half into, this is minus G, into again this U by 2G whole square. In this equation only we have substituted these values. Okay, and that's why we got this. Is it okay? Write down. You can pause the video and note down. Now let's move to the next page. Now you see S2 is equal to U into U by 2G. Okay, and plus this half into minus G into U by 2G whole square. So now what we are getting here, you see, U square by 2G this u into u square divided by 2g. This is minus half g u square divided by, this is 2g again. Yes, no? Right? Yes, no? 4. It should come 4, not 2. Yes, no? Square we have forgot. So see here. Here you should get 4. Right? 4g square you should get, because down also we have to take the square, right? So you see here 4g square. Correct? Check it now. Now let's cancel this g with this g. And what is our next step? C. U square by 2g minus u square by 8. Check it now. What we got? U square by 2g minus u square by 8g. Is it correct? Now let's take u square by 2g common. What is left? 1 minus 1 by 4. Check it. U square by 2g into 1 minus 1 by 4. Yes, no? So what we are getting here, u square by 2g into, this is 4 minus 1 means you are getting 3 by 4. Yes, no? So what we got? Yes, 2, 3 u square by 4 2 za. This is 8g. Understand? Is that clear? So when first body is dropped, the distance is u square by 8g. When their velocities are same, we can say. And S2, that is 3u square by 8g. Okay, understood? Now let's see one small problem based on this. See here. A body is dropped from top of the tower of height of height 30 meters. At the same time, at the same time, another body is thrown upwards is thrown upwards with velocity 10 meter per second, or you take 5 meter per second. Okay, How much we will take? 5 meter per second. 5 meter per second. Find number A, height at which they meet. Height at which they meet. Okay. Next one, B, time after which their velocities are equal. Time after which their velocities are equal. And number C, ratio of distances covered when their velocities are equal. When their velocities are equal. When their velocities are equal. Okay. This is what your question is. Now let's solve it. First of all, what is given? You take G as a 10 meter per second square. Okay. In bracket, I am writing take G as a 10 meter per second square. Okay. Now what is given here? Height of the tower is given. First of all, H is equal to 30 meter. Then for second body, U is equal to 5 meter per second. And small g is equal to 10 meter per second square is given. Okay. Now see A, what he is asking, he is asking time after which their, what you can say, their they meet, है ना, height time at which they meet, right? So see, A is, it is what T is equal to question mark. What is the time for time formula which we have learned? T is equal to H by U. Now H is how much? Tell me, H is equal to how much? 30. U is 5. This is 30. This is 5. So what you are getting? 6 seconds, hai na? Yes. So this is what your first answer. Time at which they now next one. What is the B bit? Time after which their velocities are equal. Okay. So time after which their velocities are equal. What is the formula? T is equal to U by 2G. Yes, no. So time T is equal to U is what rate? U is what given here? Tell me. U is 5 meter per second. So here this is 5, this is 2 into 10. So what you are getting, 5 by 20. So this is equal to 1 by 4 and therefore 0.25 seconds. So after this time, their velocities will be same. Okay. And next one you see CB, ratio of distances covered when their velocities are equal. So just now we have seen S1 is equal to what formula we got? Just we have created formula here, but he is asking ratio means S1 is to S2 is asking. S1 what we got? S1 we got U square by 8G. Okay. So S1 is equal to U square by 8G. S1 is equal to U square by 8G and S2 is equal to what? S2 is equal to 3U square by 8. 3U square by 8. 3U square by 8. So let's find out this S1 now. S1 is equal to U square means 5 into 5 divided by 8 into 10. So this is equal to 25 by 80, right? This one you see 3 into 5 square means 25 divided by 8 into 10. So this is 75 by 80, right? Now what we have to find, ratio means S1 is to S2 is equal to 25 by 80 is to 75 by 80. So this is equal to 1 is to 3, right? And therefore ratios of distances covered is equal to 1 is to 3. Yes, understand? Is that clear? Okay. Try to do it yourself. Read the question and check yourself. Okay. Now let's move ahead and let's see the model, that is gravity ceases to act. Okay. So see this model, that is gravity ceases. Gravity ceases means gravity comes to an end. Actually, practically it is not possible, but in problem sometimes they will give like that gravity ceases at particular point. It means there is zero acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So let's see one example, theoretical example of this gravity ceases, and let's derive the equations for the unknown things. Okay. So see here. Now let us suppose a body is dropped. Body is dropped from point A. You can see this is point A. Body is dropped from point A. Okay. Then this body comes to point B. can see here, this is point B, and let us suppose here at this place gravity Cj, that is G is equal to 0 at this point B, and then it moves with the constant velocity after that till this point C. Okay, let us suppose this is point C. Okay, right? Okay, and this is height. Let us suppose h. What is the height? Let us suppose h. Now, as it is dropped from this point A, is equal u is equal to 0. Okay, right? Now, what we have to find? Find total time of flight. Find total time of flight if gravity ceases at point B. Okay, we have to find total time of flight. So let's see now how to do this. Now, let us suppose time taken to go from A to B is, let us suppose, small t. What is the time? Small t. Or you can take t1, no problem. What you will take? T1. Let's take t1. And let us suppose the time taken to go from B to C is t. What is this time? T2. Okay. Now, distance AB for, or you write like this, from A to B. From A to B. Okay. From A to B, see here, distance traveled or just write displacement AB is equal to S1 suppose is equal to UT plus half AT square. So here U is equal to 0, A is equal to plus G. So what you are getting S1 half GT square, because this is 0 half GT square. Okay. Yes, no. Right. Next. Now from B to C, you see, from B to C, gravity seizes at point, gravity seizes at point B, and therefore object travels with constant velocity from point B. Okay, because as gravity seizes here from this point to this point, when object is coming down, it will come with constant velocity. Okay, and therefore BC is equal to, let us suppose S2 is equal to velocity into time. Okay, distance is equal to velocity into time here. No need of kinematical equations. Okay, so therefore S2 is equal to PB into time is what? T2. Okay, right now, got it? Right? Understand? Okay, now from this S2 is equal to, this distance is S2. If I am assuming that AB is equal to X, let AB is equal to X, then BC is equal to what, Ray? S minus X. Yes, no. H minus X, not S minus. H minus X. Check it. This AB is X. You see here, this distance is X. Then this becomes H minus X. Yes, no. Is that clear? Means S1 is X, right? Understand? Okay. BC is equal to H minus X, which is equal to S1, which is equal to S2. Now, therefore, S2 is equal to PB into T2, PB into T2, and therefore S2 is what now? H minus X is equal to PB into, okay, ठीक है? Now PB is equal to U plus GT1, and therefore PB is equal to only GT1. Yes, no? You see for AB. Yes, no? If you want to write this part, I am writing this side also. You can see. Because here we have written A to B, no? So can I write like this here? PB is equal to VA plus GT. and Vb is equal to Va is 0, 0 plus GT1. So therefore Vb is equal to GT1. Okay, for A to B. These two things we have calculated. So now T2 is equal to what here? H minus X by Vb, and therefore H minus X by Vb is what now? G into T1. Okay, understand? Okay, here you can take this also as a T1 only. S1 is equal to half G T1 square, because in the diagram we have denoted with T1. Right? We got T2 also. Yes, no. Now total time of flight. So total time of flight. Total time of flight. Capital T is equal to T1 plus T2. And therefore T is equal to T1 is what, Ray? T1 only plus T2 is what we got? H minus X by GT1. H minus X divided by GT1. Understand? Understand? Okay. Right? Clear? Like this you can find out. Even X is equal to half GT1 square if you will substitute. Then also you can do it later. What you can say simplification. Okay, enough. You understood now? Okay, just do it yourself and see. Okay, what we got? Time of flight T1 plus H minus X by GT1. Understand? Okay, one small problem we will solve on this. I am giving you. Just do it yourself and send me the answer. Small problem you see. An object. An object dropped. An object dropped from height 15 meter. An object dropped from height 50 meter. Okay. After traveling distance, or you just write after time. After time, T1 is equal to 3 seconds. Gravity ceases. Find total time of flight. Okay. How to do this? Here, what is given right now? You see, given is H is given. Hai na? H is equal to 50 meter. And time T1 is given. How much it is? 3 seconds. Okay. Now, first of all, what we will do, you see in the diagram, U is 0 and T1 is given. We can find out X, right? X we can find out. So let's find out X first. Now x is equal to what is formula? X is equal to S1, no? S1 is equal to x is equal to half g T1 square. So x is equal to what we got? Half into 10 into, you take g as a 10 only. G is equal to 10 meter per second square. So half into 10 into T1 square means what you are getting here? 3 square. So 9. What you are getting? 90 by 2. Yes, no? Check it once, please. Half into 10 into T1 square is 3 square. Yes? So what we are getting x now? 45 meter. Right? X is equal to 45 meter. Now what we have to find? We have to find velocity first of all. At this point, PB is equal to what is formula? G into T1 है ना? PB is equal to G into T1. So now let's use this formula. VB is equal to G into T1. So this is equal to 10 into 3. So what is that? 30 meter per second. है ना? 10 into 3, 30 meter per second. Okay. Now T2 we have to find. T2 is what, bolo? T2 is equal to H minus X by G into T1. So H is how much? 50. X what we got? 45 divided by G is how much? 10. T1 is 3. So this is 5 divided by 30. Check it once. Correct na? Yes, no. Check it everything. Is it correct? So what you are getting? 1 by 6. So T2 is equal to 1 by 6 seconds. Now total time of flight you have to find. So what is that? T1 plus T2. So this is 3 plus 1 by 6. So how much this is? 18 plus 1 by 6. है ना? Yes. How much you are getting? 19 by 6. So 3 point. How much this is or given here also you can do it the way you want. 18 point, what is that? 19 by 6. So 3 point. How much? Check it and do it yourself. Check karo. Yes. So total time of flight, how much you are getting? 3.16 seconds. Check it. Okay. Check it yourself. Is that correct? Check it and do it yourself. Let's stop here for today. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day.